Hi guys, my name is Lakoyas Hunter, and I'm doing the history of transportation and redevelopment of Palatka, Florida. So we take a look at the gem city of the St. John River, which was established by the Tumopi Indians. It was established as a trading post in 1821 on the St. John River. Um, it comes from the word Palatka, meaning crossing. And this was a great place where the Indians traded in the territory within the area as far as like raw materials, tools, and just things that they may have didn't have that other Indians did have. Later, the settlement was burned down by the Americans for the great during the Great American War. This very much shows you that transportation did play a very important role in the early settlement of uh, Palatka, Florida, and the economy, just in general. So later we have Fort Shannon, which was constructed by the U.S. government in 1838. Fort Shannon served as a garrison, supply depot, and hospital fort. Palatka then was also a very important gateway into the interior of Florida, as far as boats headed south or just boats headed into Florida in general. This gave Palatka a very great economic boost. And with this economic boost, they built hotels, lodges. They had the Ravine State Park. They built like little things there during this time that really gave it the economic boost. But later, in the late 80s, it burned down. A lot of the hotels and lodges were burned down. A lot of the local business and commercial uses that had been created had also been burnt down. And then there was a freeze as well that took place in the late 80s that cut the citrus food supplies. That was a booming economic thing that was going on for Palatka at the time. So you see that transportation really played a very important role in the economy of the early settlements of Palatka, Florida. So let's look at now. Okay, so Palatka, Florida now, it's a small rural county, very poor economy. It's a bit sprawled. There's no real public transportation. Um, there are some walking and bikeable areas, but there are a lot of places there. Mostly everyone there uses cars. Transportation, as far as like the train station, bus station, boating docks, are more for outside travel or manufacturer, like used for distribution and things of that nature. So the economy really doesn't have anything um, where they can thrive with public transportation just based on the population in the small rural county. So public transportation issues, the diffuse population, the rural nature, it's difficult to plan public transportation, nonprofit help, but there's really not much. And the most recent nonprofit that tried to help was the Ride Solution. Ride Solution, um, it's designated to tackle the transportation problems in the rural county. However, it had little effect. But this is the only documented thing that was documented that transportation that was trying to help the city of Palatka as far as like public transportation went. However, now we have the redevelopment of the riverfront. They're creating more walkable and bikeable areas here in Palatka, Florida, which is promoting commercial growth. And as far as commercial growth, they're bringing back hotels and just apartments and just everything there. They're getting the infrastructure for Palatka downtown area to be more walkable, bikeable. There's more activities for the community itself. It's set for through the Riverfront Revitalization Initiative. It's a three-phase process that basically helps, like I said, make this area more walkable and commutable, like just kind of like its own urban reform. Um, Outside of that, there is really no public transportation issues that they're trying to solve right now, just because of the rural economy of nature of the economy. However, I feel that making it more urban or making something more centered and more walkable will create and promote and thrive businesses through that area that will probably promote that type of transportation once the economy can get back booming as it was back in its older reform areas before it got burned down, which shaped the transportation and planning in this project. Thank you guys so much. Hope you like it.